Hello everybody, I'm Victor Grimblood, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a combo tutorial for Inzektors. I'm going to be starting with the original Inzektor combo before Link Summoning came out. And for this combo you need Inzektor Dragonfly in your hand, Inzektor Hornet, or a way to get Hornet into graveyard like Foolish Burial, and any one of these 5 cards in your opening hand. So for this example, let's have Dragonfly, Hornet, and Inzektor Axe. So the first thing you'll do is normal summon Inzektor Dragonfly and use its effect to equip Inzektor Hornet, and then equip the Inzektor Axe from your hand to Dragonfly. And then you'll use Inzektor Hornet's effect to destroy Inzektor Axe, and get Dragonfly's effect twice to special summon 2 copies of Inzektor Centipede. Next, what you want to do is re-equip Inzektor Hornet onto one of the centipedes and destroy something your opponent controls, and then get Centipede's effect to add Gigamantis to your hand. Next, you use the Dragonfly and the Centipede that you've used the effect of to Exceed Summon number 17 Leviathan Dragon. You'll activate its effect, getting rid of the Inzektor Dragonfly from it as a material to increase its attack by 500, so now it's 2500. And then you use Gigamantis' effect to equip itself to Centipede. Use this Centipede's effect to equip Inzektor Hornet to it. Hornet's effect will destroy Gigamantis. Then Gigamantis' effect will special summon Dragonfly back. And Inzektor Centipede's effect will go off twice, letting you add 2 copies of Inzektor Sword to your hand. Then you want to equip Inzektor Sword to Dragonfly, and then activate Dragonfly's effect, equipping Inzektor Hornet to it. Inzektor Hornet's effect to destroy Inzektor Sword, and then Dragonfly's effect to summon out 2 more Inzektors from your deck, and this time it'll be 2 copies of Inzektor Ladybug. So now with this field is everything that you need for the OTK, but you also have 2 other Inzektor Ladybugs that have not used their effects. So if your opponent has more cards on the field, you can equip Hornet to both of them and destroy 2 cards your opponent controls. And then you'll want to overlay your Dragonfly with your Centipede to make number 20 Giga Brilliant, and not use its effect yet. And then you'll overlay your 2 Inzektor Ladybugs into Daigusto Phoenix, activating Daigusto Phoenix's effect, letting it attack twice this turn. And then activate Giga Brilliant's effect so that it gives all 3 of your monsters a 300 attack boost. So now you have a 2800 attack Leviathan Dragon, a 2100 attack Giga Brilliant, and an 1800 attack Daigusto Phoenix, which can attack twice at 36, and 21 is 57, and then 28 is over 8000 damage. And that's the original Inzektor OTK. And next up we're going to be moving on to the new combo with Link monsters that I figured out. I'll be right back. So with this quick little combo, I'm going to be using the Spell and Trap zones on this mat as the main monster zones, and these 2 zones will represent the 2 extract monster zones. And the first combo here will just involve the same 3-card combo that was with the other Inzektor OTK. So what you'll do is you'll normal summon Dragonfly, use its effect to equip Hornet, and equip the Inzektor Axe to Dragonfly. And again, Inzektor Axe could also be Gigamantis, Giga Weevil, or either the swords. I'm just using Axe because this opens up more plays potentially for the deck. So Hornet will destroy the Axe, triggering Dragonfly's effect twice, which will summon 2 copies of Inzektor Centipede. Next, use one of the Inzektor Centipede's effects to equip the Dragonfly, or the Hornet, and then use Hornet's effect to destroy a card your opponent controls. All these combos are kind of go second, because you want your opponent to have a field before you start doing all this destruction, and because it's an OTK based strategy. So off of the Centipede's effect, it doesn't really matter what you grab here because you're just going to be discarding it, so I would recommend grabbing another copy of Inzektor Hornet. Then you link your two Inzektor monsters that have used their effects. And with that you summon the Inzektor Link monster. Next you'll activate her effect, which is discarding one card from your hand, to equip one insect monster on your side of the field with an insect monster from your deck. So you'll equip Centipede with Giga Weevil. And then you'll activate this Centipede's effect, equipping Inzektor Hornet to it, and use Hornet to destroy Giga Weevil. Giga Weevil's effect will now activate, letting you special summon Inzektor Dragonfly. And Centipede's effect will activate twice, letting you get Inzektor Gigamantis and Inzektor Sword to your hand. Next you'll activate Inzektor Dragonfly's effect, equipping Inzektor Hornet from your graveyard to it. And then you'll equip Inzektor Sword to your Dragonfly as well. Use Hornet to destroy Inzektor Sword, to activate Dragonfly's effect twice, as well as getting Inzektor Sword's effect to get Giga Weevil back to your hand. Its Monster Reborn effect has already been used, but it can still be equipped from your hand to Inzektors. So you get Centipede's effect twice, summoning, or Dragonfly's effect twice, summoning a copy of Inzektor Centipede and an Inzektor Ladybug. It's important to check what's in your graveyard just before continuing on with your combos, because you do want to use this card, your Link Monster's second effect, which will shuffle 3 back in the deck and let you draw a card. But you need to make sure that you keep the certain combo pieces in your graveyard. So now this Centipede and Dragonfly have both used their effects. However, this one's in the way. So we need to activate this Centipede's effect, equip Hornet, use Hornet's effect to destroy a card your opponent controls, and get Centipede's effect to add the last copy of Inzektor Sword to your hand. Next, you will link your two Centipedes to make Proxy Dragon, or just any generic link to that points left and right. From here you'll use Ladybug's effect. No, not yet, sorry. From here you'll want to use your Inzektor Link Monster's effect to put your 3 copies of Inzektor Centipede back into your deck, shuffle your deck, and draw 1 random card that won't necessarily be used for this combo. Then you'll use Ladybug's effect, equip Hornet, and use Giga Weevil's effect, equipping itself to Dragonfly. Activate Hornet's effect to destroy Dragonfly, triggering Dragonfly's effect, or to destroy Giga Weevil, not Dragonfly. And then Dragonfly's effect will special summon a Centipede. Next, you'll link your Inzektor Dragonfly with Inzektor Ladybug to make Nightmare Cerberus. Now it's completely up to you if you want to activate Nightmare Cerberus' effect to destroy a card. You do have that extra card that's in your hand that's hasn't been searched by any Inzektor cards, or you might also just have other cards in your hand because you just start with a 5 card opening hand, and currently you would have 6 cards. Currently you'd have 5 cards still in your opening hand, so you have the option to use that effect. Next you'll activate Inzektor Centipede's effect to equip Inzektor Hornet from your graveyard to it as a material, or as a equip spell. And you'll activate Gigamantis' effect, equipping itself to Centipede. And Hornet to destroy Gigamantis. And from here you get Gigamantis' effect to special summon the Dragonfly back. And if you want, you can use Centipede's effect just to add like a random Inzektor card to your hand. For this example, I don't think we need to, so we'll just leave those in the deck. So he's used his effect now, and you can go ahead and link your Centipede with your Inzektor link monster. Unfortunately, the only option I currently have in my extra deck for this would be Underclock Taker. And next you'll activate Dragonfly's effect, equipping Inzektor Hornet to it from the graveyard. And then you'll equip your Inzektor Sword to your Dragonfly. Hornet will destroy Inzektor Sword, getting double Dragonfly effect and Inzektor Sword's effect to get Gigamantis back to your hand. And your Dragonfly will special summon one copy of Inzektor Centipede and your one copy of Inzektor Firefly. From here, you can use Centipede's effect if you need to, equip Hornet, Hornet destroy a card your opponent controls. So you can Hornet to destroy something your opponent controls, just to get another card into your hand. And then you link your Dragonfly with your Centipede, which will let you special summon Nightmare Phoenix. And if your opponent still has something on their field, you can use Nightmare Phoenix's effect here, discarding the Hornet to destroy something. And you also have Firefly's effect, equip Hornet to destroy something with Hornet until they have an open board, and then you link away your Inzektor Firefly to summon Link Karibo. And now you have the extra link with Inzektors. And on the field there's 3,000, 4,000, 5,900, 6,200 damage. So that's a plus also. You have 6,200 damage, and then the opponent is locked out of the extra monster zone. And your co-link monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, as well as destroyed by card effects. So your opponent has to try and get through this, as well as knowing that you could have the Inzektor Hornet, this and Gigamantis in hand, as well as you still have two other cards in your hand that were not used at all in this combo. So if your opponent does summon something that could threaten your field, but they're unable to destroy your board right away, you can then, like next turn, you could summon Hornet, get its effect, equip Hornet to Hornet, Hornet effect, destroy your opponent's card, and then equip Gigamantis to the Hornet to make its attack 2,400. And yeah, that's the one combo for the Inzektor deck right now, just based on that 3-card opening hand that the Inzektors used to use for an OTK. Now you can establish a U-Link with those same 3 cards. And now I'll get into the combo that my deck specifically can do thanks to the Predaplant engine. So for this combo, you'd need the 3 typical Inzektor combo starters, the Dragonfly, Hornet, and an equip spell, and Lone Fire Blossom. So what you want to do is use your normal summon for Lone Fire Blossom. Activate its effect, sending it to the graveyard to summon another Lone Fire Blossom, getting its effect. This is pretty much just for the deck thinning for another Lone Fire Blossom. And then you summon your Predaplant Orphan Scorpio. Use its effect. You can discard the Inzektor Hornet, since it really doesn't matter, because it's in grave or hand that you can get its effect from. And special summon Darlington Cobra. Then you'll get Darlington Cobra's effect, which will let you add the 1 copy of Brilliant Fusion to your hand. Next, you'll activate Brilliant Fusion. Using its effect, you send your copy of Gem Knight Garnet and perform a power Trick Clown to the graveyard. Shuffle the deck real quick, and Trick Clown's effect will activate. You'll take 1000 damage to summon itself, and you have Seraphine now on the field. So with your additional normal summon, you'll normal summon your Inzektor Dragonfly. And then from here, you'll link your 4 monsters for Saryuja Skulldread. And then you'll draw your 4 cards. And then you can put 3 cards back onto the bottom of your deck, which in this case, you'll be keeping the Monster Reborn and putting these 3 cards back. This is a fairly luck-based strategy because you rely on Saryuja to get your combo extenders, or sometimes even to get your Dragonfly, Hornet, or Equip spell. So that's why I'm going to be using the Monster Reborn in this combo, just to show off kinda what it can... Maybe I won't, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how this ends up going. So this is that's on the field, these are in your hand. Then you use Dragonfly's effect and equip Inzektor Hornet from your graveyard to it as a material, or as an equip spell. Then you'll equip the Inzektor Axe to your Dragonfly. I'm just going to put this up here to represent what's in your hand. Hornet destroys the Axe, and then Dragonfly's effect will activate twice, letting you summon... no, sorry. You do not summon Hornet, you always want to search Hornet. 2 copies of Inzektor Centipede. So then you'll activate Centipede's effect, equip Hornet, use Hornet to destroy something your opponent controls, and get Centipede's effect to search for a card to discard for the Inzektor Link monster. Then you'll link your Centipede that you've used the effect of and your Dragonfly for the Inzektor Link monster. Now you'll get its effect, discard the Hornet that you added to your hand, to equip Centipede with the Giga Weevil from your deck. Activate Centipede's effect to equip Hornet. Hornet will destroy Giga Weevil, triggering Giga Weevil's effect and Centipede's effect. So Giga Weevil will special summon Inzektor Dragonfly, and Inzektor Centipede will add Inzektor Sword and Gigamantis to your hand. So now you will check your graveyard and notice that you do have at least 3 Inzektors that you can put back while keeping the Hornet in your graveyard. So you'll activate... Actually, no. You won't do that yet. Yeah. Yeah, so you'll activate the Inzektor Link Monster Hero's effect, putting these 3 cards back into your deck so you can keep your 1 copy of Inzektor Hornet in your graveyard. Shuffle the deck. And this lets you draw 1 card. So this Centipede has used its effect. So you'll want to use Dragonfly's effect. After you'll link the Centipede with the Inzektor Link monster, sorry. It's still kind of a new strategy for me, so it takes me a minute to remember all the combos. So now you have your Trigate Wizard. And then you'll activate Inzektor Dragonfly's effect. equipping Hornet from your graveyard to it as a material. And then you'll equip Dragonfly with your Inzektor sword. Hornet will destroy the Inzektor sword, triggering Dragonfly's effect twice and the Inzektor sword effect. With sword, right now you can put back your Inzektor Link monster. And Dragonfly will summon out 2 more copies of Inzektor Centipede. Then you'll activate one of your Centipede's effects, equipping Hornet. Hornet's effect destroys something your opponent controls, and get Centipede's effect to add a card from your deck to your hand, which in this case you will be adding Inzektor Giga Weevil to your hand. He's already used his effect, but he is still essentially an equip spell for Inzektors right now. So then you've used this Inzektor's effect and Dragonfly. So you'll link these two together to summon Proxy Dragon. Then you'll activate Centipede's effect, equipping himself with Inzektor Hornet. And you'll activate Gigamantis' effect, equipping itself to Centipede. Hornet will destroy Gigamantis, and Gigamantis will once again bring back your Inzektor Dragonfly. And then Centipede's effect will let you add your last copy of Inzektor Sword, as well as another Inzektor that you can discard. And then from here, you've used his effect, you have not used Dragonfly's effect yet. So you'll activate Inzektor Hornet with, you'll activate Dragonfly's effect, equipping Inzektor Hornet. Inzektor Hornet's effect to destroy either something your opponent controls, or at this point you could also destroy your own Brilliant Fusion. To get Dragonfly's effect, to special summon Inzektor Firefly. And then you can link your Inzektor Dragonfly and Centipede away to make Nightmare Phoenix. In the case of your opponent still having some kind of field, at this point you can use Inzektor Phoenix's effect, discard a Hornet, destroy something, and then get its effect to draw a new card. Which this right here will very much help your field presence while this combo keeps going. If your opponent still has something else in the field, you can use your Firefly's effect, or you might even want to just use its effect anyway with the sword to get your Gigamantis back to hand. Let's just leave it at your opponent has just about nothing left, because you will, with this combo, with the cards that we've drawn into as well, we'll be able to make even more plays from here. So you'll be linking away your Firefly to pull out Link Karibo. So normally, just based on the hand that we had to start with, not including any of the cards that we drew into, because these would be the 3 cards that we had added to our hand by drawing them, with the Saryuja, the Nightmare, and the Inzektor Link monster. So not using any of those cards, this will be the board that you end on. You have the Nightmare Phoenix protecting you from battle destruction, the Trigate Wizard that can now banish a card your opponent controls, Proxy Dragon just being there for the link, and extra linking your opponent. Unfortunately, they do have the upward pointing arrow, so they do have 1 extra deck monster zone. But with the cards that we had also drawn, we'll be able to extend this, and I'll show you how. You activate Monster Reborn, which will let you bring back your Inzektor Dragonfly. Use Dragonfly's effect. Equip Hornet. Let's say your opponent has maybe one card left, you want to save it for your Nightmare Cerberus pop to get an extra draw. You can use Hornet to just destroy the Brilliant Fusion, or you could have just also equipped a Inzektor Ladybug to the Dragonfly instead, so you don't have to destroy anything. For this example, we'll just destroy Brilliant Fusion and get Dragonfly's effect, which will special summon Inzektor Hornet. And again, if your opponent has something to be destroyed that you want to destroy, you can use Hornet's effect, equip Hornet, destroy it. Then you'll link away Dragonfly and Hornet to summon your Nightmare Cerberus, co-linked to your Tri-Gate Wizard. So now this has its negate effect active. And you can activate Cerberus's effect, because these are still all 4 cards in your hand. You can discard the Ladybug, destroy something your opponent controls, and draw a card. At this point, if you really, because of that card that we just drew, if you really don't want your opponent to have their extra monsters on that they're given by Skull Dread, you can banish a light and dark monster from your graveyard. So in this situation, we'll just banish the only light monster in our graveyard is Trick Clown and Orifice Scorpio. So they're removed from play to summon the Chaos Sorcerer. Now if you'd like to, and the opponent somehow still has cards on the field, you can Chaos Sorcerer to banish one of their monsters, and then link summon using Chaos Sorcerer and Skull Dread to summon Underclock Taker. And then with these 3 cards still in your hand, you can activate Foolish Burial, which will let you send Overtex Quatilus to the graveyard, and then its effect will activate. So then you get Double Evolution Pill to your hand. Next you activate Double Evolution Pill, banishing the Overtex and the Chaos Sorcerer. This as a second monster. To special summon Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. And at this point, if your opponent still has monsters on the field, with all the destruction that you've had options to at this point, access to, you do have a monster in your hand that you can destroy to set all of your opponent's monsters and then attack all of them with the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno for damage. As well as, if you cannot win this turn because they activated anything that would stop that, as you currently have 33, 55, 65, 71, 81, 84, 11,900 damage on the field. If your opponent somehow has something to stop your attack, maybe a Battle Fader or something, I don't know. On your opponent's turn, you have this for interruption with the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, as well as your Tri-Gate Wizard being able to negate something, and your monsters and your co-linked monsters not being able to be destroyed by battle or card effect.